You might think it's just dry eyes. Maybe your mouth feels a little sticky. You chalk it up to dehydration, stress, or just getting older. But what if I told you those seemingly harmless signs could be the start of something far more serious? What if your immune system was quietly turning against you without you even knowing it? Every single day, people walk around with the early symptoms of a hidden disease, and they don't even know it. They feel tired all the time. Their eyes itch. Their mouth feels like sandpaper. But instead of seeking help, they ignore it. And by the time they find out what's really going on, it's already affecting their nerves, lungs, and even their kidneys. This isn't just about discomfort. This is about your life. Today, we're talking about Sjögren syndrome, an autoimmune disease that often hides behind common symptoms. It affects an estimated 4 million people in the US alone, and about 90% of those are women, usually over the age of 40. But here's the most shocking part. Many people go undiagnosed for years, and while they wait, the disease spreads quietly. But here's the good news. If you catch it early, you can control it. You can protect your body before it does real damage. Let's walk through the 10 symptoms of Sjögren syndrome that you must never ignore. Some may seem mild, but when you put the pieces together, they tell a story your body is begging you to hear. Symptom 1. Dry eyes that burn or itch constantly. This is often the first and most obvious sign. If your eyes feel like they're full of sand, if they burn, sting, or constantly feel irritated, even when you're not staring at a screen, it could be a sign your tear glands are under attack. Sjögren's targets moisture-producing glands, especially in the eyes. This isn't just annoying. Without enough tears, your eyes can scar, become infected, and even lead to vision loss over time. Symptom 2. A mouth so dry you struggle to swallow. Next is dry mouth. And not just a little thirst. I'm talking about a mouth so dry it hurts to talk. You need water constantly, food sticks to your tongue. And you might start getting more cavities than usual. That's because your saliva, the thing that keeps bacteria in check, is disappearing. Studies have shown that people with Sjögren's are at a much higher risk of oral infections, gum disease, and tooth decay. Symptom 3. Extreme fatigue that won't go away. This one often gets ignored or blamed on age. But chronic, overwhelming fatigue is a massive red flag. It's not just being tired after a long day, it's feeling wiped out all the time, even after rest. This is your immune system in overdrive. It's spending so much energy attacking your own body that you're left running on empty. Some researchers compare it to cellular burnout. It's not in your head. It's a real, physical exhaustion caused by inflammation deep inside your tissues. Symptom 4. Swollen salivary glands, especially around the jaw. Ever notice puffiness or swelling just below your ears or under your jawline? These are your salivary glands. And if they're inflamed, it could be Sjögren's. In fact, this symptom is often what finally drives people to the doctor. But here's the issue. By the time swelling shows up, internal inflammation may have been building for months. The glands can become tender, painful, and in some cases, even infected. Symptom 5. Dry, itchy skin that doesn't improve with lotion. Dry skin happens. But when it's constant, painful, and unaffected by moisturizers, that's something else. Sjögren's reduces oil production in your skin. This can lead to red patches, rashes, or a scaly texture, especially on your legs, arms, or back. It's not just cosmetic. Damaged skin can let bacteria in and cause secondary infections. Dermatologists often miss the autoimmune connection unless you push for further testing. Symptom 6. Joint pain or stiffness that moves around. Think of this like a ghost pain. One day your knees ache, the next it's your fingers. You think it might be arthritis, but blood tests come back normal. Sjögren's causes inflammation in the joints, but it doesn't always show up on scans right away. This is sometimes called seronegative arthritis. Some people even develop rheumatoid arthritis or lupus later. If your pain moves around without clear cause, it could be your immune system reacting. Symptom 7. Vaginal dryness or pain during intimacy for women. This is a tough one to talk about, but it's crucial. Many women with Sjögren's experience dryness and irritation in intimate areas. This isn't just about discomfort. It can affect relationships, mental health, and confidence. The reason? Just like it dries out the mouth and eyes, Sjögren's reduces moisture production everywhere. Vaginal tissues become thinner, more fragile, and more prone to pain or infection. Symptom 8. Constant cough or trouble breathing. Sjögren's doesn't stop at moisture glands. Over time, it can reach your lungs. If you have a persistent dry cough, wheezing, or find yourself short of breath during mild activity, it's time to investigate. Pulmonologists have found that Sjögren's can lead to interstitial lung disease, where the lungs stiffen and lose function, and this can happen silently. Chest X-rays, CT scans, and breathing tests can reveal changes long before you feel them. Symptom 9. Frequent urge to pee or bladder pain. Here's a symptom most people never associate with an immune disorder. If you're constantly feeling the urge to urinate, or if urination burns even when tests show no infection, Sjögren's might be irritating your bladder lining. This is sometimes mistaken for a chronic UTI or overactive bladder, but it's actually immune inflammation. Some patients are misdiagnosed with interstitial cystitis before Sjögren's is identified as the root cause. Symptom 10. Brain fog, like your mind is wrapped in cotton. Finally, the invisible symptom. Brain fog. You're in the middle of a sentence and forget what you were saying. You misplace things. Concentration slips away. This is more than just stress. It's neurological. Inflammation can affect the brain, leading to cognitive symptoms that feel like early dementia. But here's the critical part. This is often reversible if you treat the root cause. Research shows that as inflammation lowers, cognitive clarity often returns. Now, let's take a breath. If you've been nodding along to some of these symptoms, don't panic. You're not alone. The most dangerous thing about Sjögren's is how long it goes unnoticed. But now, you're ahead of the curve. You have knowledge, and that is the first step to healing. Early detection can save your organs, protect your quality of life, and prevent complications that might otherwise land you in the hospital later. So, what can you do right now? First, track your symptoms. Write them down, even the small ones. Keep a diary for 2 weeks. Note how often you feel tired, how dry your eyes are, any pain or odd sensations. This gives your doctor valuable clues. Second, see a specialist, preferably a rheumatologist. They are trained to detect autoimmune diseases. Sjögren's doesn't always show up on one simple test. Often, you need a combination of blood tests, like ANA, SSA, and SSB antibodies, eye tests, and sometimes even a small lip gland biopsy to confirm. Third, hydrate, inside and out. Drink plenty of water, but also use artificial tears for your eyes, sugar-free lozenges for your mouth, and consider vaginal moisturizers if needed. These aren't just comfort aids. They can help prevent long-term damage. Fourth, adjust your diet. Many doctors recommend an anti-inflammatory approach. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids from fish or flaxseed, antioxidant-rich vegetables, and low in processed sugars. Some patients find huge relief by cutting gluten or dairy, though this varies. Fifth, get moving, even if you're tired. Gentle exercise like walking, yoga, or swimming reduces joint stiffness and improves immune regulation. Just 20 minutes a day can make a difference. Exercise also helps with mood, fatigue, and even brain fog. Sixth, consider natural supplements, but only with guidance. Omega-3s, turmeric, vitamin D, and evening primrose oil are commonly used to support inflammation. But always check with your doctor before starting anything new. And finally, don't give up. Sjögren's is a chronic condition, yes, but it's also manageable. Many people live full, active lives with the right care, the right routine, and the right mindset. There are support groups, medical advancements, and treatment plans that get better every year. You are not powerless. Doctors used to think Sjögren's was rare. Now we know it's underdiagnosed. It's not all in your head. It's real. And the sooner we take it seriously, the better our outcomes. So share this video. Someone you love might be struggling with these signs and has no idea why. This video could be their turning point. If you've learned something valuable today, leave a comment below saying, "I'm listening," and share which symptom surprised you most. Let's build a community that supports each other. Because healing is never a solo journey. You have the power to act. Let that power start today.